Hi, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the Digital Nomad Playbook. I am Coach Gil Golden, and today we will be discussing the top 7 mistakes people over 40 make when moving abroad. And I should say these mistakes do occur for people who are under 40, but often once we are much older, especially over 50, some of these mistakes show up sooner and cause more difficulty. So that's why we have over 40. And I do want to note that culture shock is also a major challenge, with 65% of expats reporting that it was harder than expected. So I hope that some of the suggestions I make today will give you some insight into what to expect in your move abroad, and also will suggest some strategies to overcome these challenges and have a successful international move. Social media, God love it, can indeed mislead people into choosing a country based on trending posts rather than their actual lifestyle needs and preferences. So here are some things to consider when choosing your forever country. Number one, what do you want? A walkable city where you're not reliant on a car, or more likely in the countryside where you have to drive everywhere? Ask yourself, how strong is the expat community where you'd like to live, and you can find out by joining forums on Facebook or other such social media platforms. If you are a remote worker, how reliable is the internet? Be sure to check that out before making a choice. And lastly, don't ignore the potential for language barriers and cultural norms. Even if they speak the same language as yourself, most likely there are cultural norms that are different from yours. The key here is to align your choice of country with your true values, needs, and pace of life, instead of just going for something that is cheap or popular. If you want to go into more detail about picking your ideal country, you can grab my free guide called Pick Your Ideal Country, the Expat Decision Matrix, and that walks you through this decision step by step. You can find the link in the comments below. Neglecting tax and legal obligations can lead to serious consequences, including double taxation, penalties, and fines. Overlooked tax obligations can trigger major penalties across multiple jurisdictions, even for U.S. citizens living abroad. Americans owe taxes on their worldwide income regardless of where they live or the source of their income. And by the way, I want to emphasize, you must always file taxes. If you file taxes, most likely, depending on the countries, you won't have to pay all money due as you would if you were in the United States, but you must always file your earnings. Failure to report foreign assets can result in fines of $10,000 or more, so it's crucial to stay on top of all tax and reporting requirements. Inadequate healthcare planning can lead to significant challenges for expats and international travelers. Coverage gaps are common. Expat insurance often doesn't match the coverage you have back home, and pre-existing conditions are frequently excluded. Emergency medical situations can become extremely costly without proper insurance. For example, international evacuation can easily cost over $50,000. Availability of medications for chronic conditions may vary dramatically between countries, with some prescriptions being unavailable entirely. Many people mistakenly plan to just figure out their visa situation after arriving on a tourist visa, but this is often not possible and can lead to major problems. Processing times for residency permits can be very long, often 6 to 12 months, so it's important to start the application process well in advance. The legal requirements for long-term or permanent status can change without notice, so it's crucial to stay up to date on the latest regulations. Eligibility for spouses and dependents varies widely also between countries, so it's important to research the family requirements carefully. The cost of living is often underestimated by expats moving to a new location. On average, expats underestimate their actual living costs by around 30%. International school tuition in many expat destinations can cost as much as $25,000 per year. Currency fluctuations can erode savings by up to 15% annually, posing a significant financial risk. The biggest mistake I see expats make is buying property in a foreign country too soon. It's best to start with temporary housing, so just rent an apartment to get a feel for the local market. Take time to explore different neighborhoods and properties before committing to a purchase. And only buy once you fully understand the local real estate dynamics and laws. Foreign property laws may not protect buyers as they would in your home country. And remember, reselling the property could be more difficult if unexpected issues come up. Language is a key barrier, with only 30% of expats over 40 becoming conversationally fluent in the local language. It's easy to get stuck in an expat bubble and miss out on authentic cultural experiences by over-relying on other expats. It's also a challenge if you're moving with your partner who speaks the same language as you. But building meaningful relationships with locals can dramatically improve satisfaction and fulfillment while living abroad. Don't underestimate integrating into the local culture and developing language skills, because it will open up valuable career opportunities, professional growth, as well as personal growth. Moving abroad requires careful planning and preparation to ensure a successful transition. Remember, you wouldn't move across the country in your home country without doing a lot of preparation, so it's no different when moving abroad. So here are some tips for a successful move. First, be sure to consult with local tax and legal professionals before making decisions. They can provide valuable guidance on the specific requirements and regulations in your destination country. Next, it's important to have a realistic budget that accounts for all potential expenses, including hidden costs. I recommend adding a 25% cushion to your estimated expenses to cover any unexpected costs. Finally, be sure to invest in the culture and language preparation necessary before your departure. Taking classes to learn the local language and familiarize yourself with the customs and norms of your new home will make the adjustment process much smoother once you arrive. All right, so to sum up, first, focus on smart planning. Preparation is key. Next, inform yourself. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Digital Nomad Playbook for more helpful expat tips. And lastly, don't forget to tap into the expat community for support. You can share your experiences in the comment section below, but also look out for other expat community groups in the country of your choice to get more insight into what it's like living abroad in the country of your choice. The biggest mistake you can make is waiting to redesign your life. There's never been a more perfect time to take the first step today and change your life. Living abroad begins with that first step of deciding to take action. The 60-day relocation planner I've created provides a detailed roadmap to guide you through the process. It lays out the exact steps you need to take to make your dream of living abroad a reality. Don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back. With the right plan, you can make this happen. This is the end of another installment of the Digital Nomad Playbook. I am Coach Gil Golden. You have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.